Hey, how y'all doing out there? Back at you again with another video. Today I'd like to do my first impressions of the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G. Now, I just got this phone a few days ago and I've been wanting to check it out, been hearing a lot about it, and I'm really excited about it. Now, I've had it a few days. Now, I'm not going to do your traditional unboxing. Everything is practically unboxed here. Okay? Now, first we have the 65 watt charger for the battery. Now, this is the biggest charger I've ever seen. This thing is humongous. 65 watts. Now, the phone itself 50 watts, but this is a 65 watt charging brick. So this thing is huge. I love this. And you can charge this device from 0 to 100% in 45 minutes. That's insane. Got your USB Type-C cord here. And look at here. You actually get a 3.5 millimeter headphone dongle. Love that. Okay? Something these other companies should be doing, especially when they don't give you no headphones. They can at least give you a dongle. So at least Xiaomi gives you a dongle. Kudos on that part. You get your normal books that you get that nobody's going to read. SIM ejection tool. You get one clear case. Now I'm just trying to tell y'all, hear that? This is a nice hard, it's not really soft, it's a hard shell clear case that has a really nice texture to it that will give you an extra layer of grip for this device for those that prefer cases. Now I really love the fact that they at least gave you a case. That's cool. Because so many companies, unfortunately, like Samsung with their flagship devices, no case, which I don't like that at all. So kudos to Xiaomi for at least giving you one case. And this is a good quality, clear case. Really good. Very nice grip on this. And here is the box it came in. Typical box. 10 Pro 5G. Nothing super special. Typical box. So, nothing special. All right. So now let me give you the specs of this device. And I think you're going to be pretty impressed because this phone is loaded. Now, this phone was released in February of 2020, which was this year. And it's a GSM only phone. No Sprint, no Verizon. Sorry, you guys. We have here a 6.67 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340, 386 pixels per square inch. It gets 500 nits of brightness. This device does get pretty bright. Not the brightest phone I've ever had, but it does get adequately bright and you can adequately see it outside. It has Gorilla Glass 5 with an aluminum frame, 90 hertz refresh rate. Let me say that again. A 90 hertz refresh rate. And we know everything now today is all about the refresh rate. You know, all these newer phones coming out with 120, 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, I remember when 90 hertz was just starting to get some play, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal, like I said in, older videos. But now that I've gotten used to it, I really do love it a lot, especially when you're scrolling. It's just super fast and buttery smooth, so I do love the fact that this device has 90 hertz refresh rate. It's really nice. Now, to me, there's not a difference, a big enough difference between 90 and 120 hertz because I had a device that had 60, 90, and 120, and when I did 120 and then went back down to 90, I didn't see any difference. I really did. That's just me, but I don't think... Now, there is a big difference between 60 and 90, but there's not a big difference between 90 and 120. So don't get caught up in numbers all the time because specs is not everything. Remember, it always comes down to performance. Next thing, HDR10 Plus compliant. Phone has HDR10 Plus. It's also using Android 10 with the MIUI 11 on top. You got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 with the Adreno 650 GPU. All top of the line specs here. Face unlock. Now, I'm going to try to tell y'all right now, even though I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to do a review on this, and that review is probably going to be long. because I'm gonna try to make it as detailed as possible. So expect a long review with this device because it is loaded with features. Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything extra here. Just want to give you the specs. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the face unlock on this thing is ridiculous. I mean, the slightest hint of it catching your face, this phone is opening up immediately. This face unlock is faster than the OnePlus 7T Pro. And I didn't think I could even say that about any other device, but it is. It's faster. I mean, it's just ridiculously fast. All right, next thing, you got an IR blaster. Now, this is something I'm so excited about because I can control my television with this device. Literally, turn it off, turn it on, turn the volume up, turn the volume down, change the channels, go into my menu. This is something Samsung and LG were the pioneers of back in the day. The Note 4 was the last device Samsung made that had the IR blaster. I don't know why they took it away. It's really a disappointment, and they really should bring that back because it's just a little teeny hole at the top where you can put it in there. Like, you keep charging us more and more for these devices, and you taking away features, and that's a very helpful feature. Like, if you know how people are when they lose remote controls. I mean, it happens all the time. Or your kids misplacing, you can't find it. How convenient it is to know that you have your device and you can control not only your TV, but you can control your air conditioning. You know, anything with an infrared you can control with this device. So I love that. IR blasters on board. Love it. Samsung and LG needs to bring that feature back to their devices, because the only ones that I know that's doing it now is Xiaomi and Huawei. And unfortunately, Huawei is still banned. So there's no Google services on that. So to me, that's a useless device. Next thing, in-display optical fingerprint sensor. I love that. It's right on top of the display. And the thing that I like the best about the optical fingerprint sensor is that it has nice haptic feedback. It vibrates when you touch it, and it makes a nice animation. Like I said, I'll get into all that when I do my review. But I'm telling you now, I love that. Samsung did not put no haptic feedback on theirs, on any of their devices, and it's unfortunate because it feels good when you touch it and you get that little vibration. I love that. That's something that they really need to consider putting on their future devices. Next thing, you're getting a 4,500 milliamp battery with 50 watt fast charging. I'm gonna say that again. 4,500 milliamp battery with 50 watt fast charging. The battery speed, the charging speeds on this device is ridiculous. Let me just tell you that right now. Fastest charging device that I've ever had. Next thing, you're getting 30 watt wireless charging. I'm going to say it again. 30 watt fast wireless charging. Unbelievable. Now, I just ordered my wireless charger right from Xiaomi. So I'll be getting that. So by the time I do my review, I'm gonna test that. And they saying you can go from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes on a wireless charger. So that's gonna be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, next thing. This phone also has 10 watt reverse wireless charging. Think about that. 10 watt reverse wireless charging. Now, after I tell you all this stuff that this device had, wait until I tell you what the price is. Next thing, dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, these speakers sound great. Now, they're not as loud as my Note 10 Plus, but they have a nice full stereo sound. They sound awesome. They really do. And you got one at the bottom and you got one at the top. And the one at the top is literally on the top of the device. It's not the earpiece. The earpiece is separate from the speaker on the top. So you got a top speaker that's just for music and video and all that. And at the bottom, and then the earpiece is all by itself. And there's equal distribution of sound from both speakers. Okay, so that's probably what makes the speaker sound so great. Because normally, with it coming through the earpiece, you got the highs and the mids. And then with the downfiring speaker, you have more of the lows. But this is equal distribution of sound with the with both speakers. So the speaker quality is great, and I'll let you listen to that when I do my review. All right, it also has a 24-bit audio. So it has an equalizer on it. And when I plugged my USB Type-C headphones up to this device and played music, wow. I was blown away. They sound really, really good. I mean, high quality. Like they're almost in the running with the LG V series with the high quad with the quad DAC. To me, that's how good these sound. Honestly, they actually sound better than my Samsung, and that's a 32-bit DAC. This is a 24-bit DAC, and it sounds better. It has better audio sound than my Samsung Note 10 Plus. To me, that's just my opinion. All right, next thing, you got Wi-Fi 6. You got Bluetooth 5.1, NFC, 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of internal storage. Did y'all hear me? 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of internal storage. Unfortunately, no expandable memory. Next thing, always on display, as you can see right there. And you got second space. Basically, you have two phones in one. I'll show you that when I do my review. Screen recording. And also, of course, the phone is 5G capable. Now, I don't really care about 5G. Really, 4G is fine with me. I don't really care about that. But unfortunately, everybody's going 5G. 5G is the wave of the future. And I'm sure that's true, but most places don't have 5G. It's not available. So I didn't get the phone because it was 5G capable. I just didn't. All the other stuff I just named was the reason why I picked up this device. All right, let's get into the cameras. So you got 4 cameras on the rear. You got a 108 megapixel wide lens with laser autofocus and optical image stabilization. You have a 12 megapixel telephoto, an 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 20 megapixel ultra wide. The cameras on the rear shoots in 8K. Did y'all hear me? 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, and 1080p at 30, 60, 120, 240, and 960 frames per second with electric image stabilization. Did y'all hear that? It's crazy, huh? Now, with your selfie camera on the front, is a 20 megapixel wide that shoots in 1080p at 30, 720, and 120 frames per second. Now, you may say, well, wow, this phone is really loaded. Now, I still didn't give you the price yet, but I will in a minute. The only things for me that are missing from this device are these things from my flagship checklist. No headphone jack, which y'all know I prefer a device with a headphone jack because they put it on these mid-tier devices, but they won't put it on their flagship devices, which I don't like at all. No IP68 water and dust resistance, which I wish it had, but it doesn't. No expandable memory, which is a big deal for me, but I'm cool because it got 512. No Quad HD display, which is not the biggest deal because the display on here is beautiful, which you will see when I do my review. And no headphones in the box, which I definitely don't like. Because if a $200 device can give you headphones, anywhere between $500 to $1,000 device should be able to give you a set of headphones. Unlike, LG don't give you headphones, Pixel don't give you headphones, which I don't like, and OnePlus don't give you no headphones. I don't like that. So that's the only thing missing from this device. Headphone jack, IP68 water and dust resistance, no expandable memory, no Quad HD, and no headphones. But other than that, the phone is packed. I mean, it's loaded. Now, you could get this right now, $729. Now, not for the 12 gig version. That's for the 8 gig version. But for the 12 gig, now this one right here, all the stuff I gave you, 12 gigs, 512 gigs of storage, $850. Now, I will put the website down in the description, and you can check it out at your leisure. But I'm telling you, $850 for all of that. That is incredible. It almost has everything that my Note 10 Plus does, except for those few things that are missing from it. But this phone is loaded. That's a lot of stuff you're getting for under $900. Forget about $1,000, even under $900. So that's impressive. So this was just my first impressions of the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G. I didn't want to make this video too long and get into all the stuff, because when I do my full review, be prepared for that to be a long video. So I hope you have the time and the patience to watch it, because it's going to be very, very detailed. I'm going to have photos, videos, you know, getting into the camera, getting into all the features. So it's going to be long. So I'm just going to prepare you right now. So just thanks for taking the time to view this content. And I'll be getting back to you guys in a couple of weeks with a very detailed review of the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G. All right, thank you to all my subscribers and to anybody else that took the time to watch this content. I do appreciate you very much, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.